When I was a child, the sky seemed to be the limit with a number of games that invoked a deep desire for exploration and adventure that came whenever I sat before my trusty Nintendo Entertainment System and CRT TV. Unless you grew up in that era, you wouldn't understand the joy derived from seeing the title screen of a NES game after having toggled the RF switch plugged into the back of the TV. Not to mention having to blow delicately inside both the cartridge and the NES console in hopes that this time the game would actually start. One such title that inspired me as a child was Shadowgate. Originally the third black and white title for the Apple Macintosh in ICOM Simulation Inc.'s McVenture series, it was the first ported to the Nintendo Entertainment System by Kemco between 1989 and 1991. As I was a young kid in the early 90s, I don't recall exactly how the game came to be in my possession, but I distinctly remember booting it up and sitting in awe. A simple castle gate, swung invitingly inward, beckoned to me. It wasn't the sight alone that had me awestruck, but rather the music with its mysterious yet ominous tone, a presence that promised to accompany me on my lone journey through the dilapidated castle. We play as an unnamed hero, the apparent seed of prophecy and the last of a line of kings who is the only one that can save the world. Having been the true straight shot from penetration, it's up to us to explore the looming castle of Shadowgate, uncover its mysteries, and prevent darkness from spreading across the land. You see, a great evil has been sealed here, the Warlock Lord, who is threatening to raise a giant behemoth that will consume everything at his beck and call. We obviously don't want that to happen, so we must endure the sometimes cryptic puzzles and slay the beast and master once and for all. Shadowgate plays as a first-person point-and-click adventure, and we are dumped straight into the game after selecting our save file. With little more than a message of slight encouragement from the wizard Lakmir, who sent us here via a magic spell, we steady our resolve before crossing the threshold into the castle's interior. Our first priority is to arm ourselves, as for some reason, we never thought to do that before entering the castle. Parley? It's worth noting that whilst you may want to randomly click around on everything to see what happens, you need to be mindful that the game is on a time limit, which is measured by the number of torches that you carry. You only need one torch to be lit at a time, but if at any point in the game a torch extinguishes without you having prepared another, you will stumble in the darkness and die instantly. The playable area comprises of multiple screens that work together to deliver an immersive experience. The upper left window is called the view window. Here is displayed anything in your immediate field of vision, and the cursor can freely move in this area. To the right is the card window, where any items and spells that you collect are displayed. When navigating through the different items, the cursor will snap to each item as opposed to free roaming like in the view window. The final element of the visual display is the command window. Here you can see a map of the room you're currently standing in, with marked exits displayed as squares. The 8 verb commands are also listed here. Generally, to interact with something in the view window, you would first need to select a command, and then click on the object you wish to interact with. Finally, to the right of the command window is a function that allows you to scroll through the card window pages, as well as the ability to target yourself with an action, and save the game. A thorough adventurer is handsomely rewarded, so it is within your best interest to scour every inch of screen real estate to find the items that are needed to complete your quest. Sometimes the items are out in plain sight and simply need to be picked up. Sometimes they are hidden and require you to solve an inventory puzzle to retrieve. Other times, you will be presented with red herrings that will either confuse you or kill you instantly. If you do happen to die, you may select Continue to be respawned in the previous room to the one you're presently in. As it is sometimes easy to miss an item, or figure out what exactly it is that you have to do, you may be left wandering around the castle clicking aimlessly on objects in the hopes that you discover the solution when... Oh shit. Hello? Can anyone spare me a light? Whilst we're on the topic of death, the unexperienced will die a lot in this game. There are many ways to die, each accompanied by a grisly depiction, followed by an image of the Grim Reaper who comes to deliver you salvation from the disfigured mess your body has become. Whilst death isn't the ultimate objective of this game, it can still be fun to find the different ways you can die, and read the accompanying text. Take this death flavor text for example. You try to pass the slime, but it engulfs your body, dissolving it in seconds. Yikes! But also, who keeps a solvent in a coffin anyway? For a Nintendo Entertainment System game, Shadowgate does contain a lot of lore which you can acquire by looking at the various items in the environment and those that sit within your inventory. The thing is, some of the lore won't hit with certain players as there is no context given, and one would need to read the novel before Shadowgate for a more thorough understanding. Though what I did like about the game was that each individual room had flavor text upon entering, which provided atmosphere along with the accompanying music. As you collect items throughout your adventure, your inventory will quickly fill up, requiring you to have to sift through the pages whenever you want to use an item on the environment or combine it with another. It makes the experience a little stressful at times, especially when you know that you're on a timer, but are wasting time clicking through all the pages to find the item that you're looking for. I feel like it would have been nice if there was an easier way to have the inventory organized, or manage it, like have the timer pause whilst you sifted through it for example. When I was a kid playing this game, I wished that I had the experience to make art like that which is found in Shadowgate so that I could build my own mystery point and click adventure. The graphics, whilst at times simple, had some great details that really bled life into the experience of the adventure. The monsters mostly looked foreboding, and you also even got a little blood here and there. Gosh, I wonder how that got past Nintendo's censorship filters. The music, though limited, is one of the standout features of the game for me. The tracks all embody the atmosphere of the castle in a lonely and sometimes creepy way. From the title track through to the various themes throughout the castle, they all instilled a sense of foreboding in me. I especially liked the track called Subterranean Cave. It has an almost Egyptian motif to it, like you're exploring an ancient pyramid, and one wrong step will set off a dozen traps that will cost you your life. If you've never played Shadowgate, then I'd urge you to try it out. If you're not a fan of the NES, then the game was remade for PC by Zojoey in 2014, who also holds the rights to the other titles in the McVenture series. This version has wonderful art and improves on almost every aspect of the original, so is also worth checking out if you want to experience the game in a different way. Shadowgate is a game that you should try at least once in any case. From its inventory puzzles to its flavorful text, the game is sure to inspire you to adventure. Just make sure you're always carrying a lit torch. By the way, what is your favourite point-and-click adventure game? Let me know in the comments! This has been Benoit with a review of Shadowgate for the Nintendo Entertainment System. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like or subscribe as it helps me out a bunch. Thanks for watching, and as always I hope to see you all again next time. Thanks again, and bye bye for now.